Hello internet friends, welcome back once again and thanks for joining me today. I'm going to get into the topic in a minute, but I do want to discuss kind of the reasons that I'm thinking about some of the things I'm thinking about have to do with my own training and have to do with the progress and kind of the way that training is going. Everything's going really well right now. Even the sessions where I'm not feeling amazing, still managing to do the work and to stick with the plan and to put up the kind of progress that is encouraging and makes me want to keep seeing what I can do. And what you're going to be watching here is the end of week 5 and the beginning of week 6, so it's about 4 total sessions. You're going to be watching some squats, my sets of 4 here. You're going to watch some bench pressing. You're going to watch some pause deadlifts. You're going to watch some heavy deadlifts and what I would consider maybe some heavy squats as the volume is tapering down and the intensity is ramping up a little bit as we get closer to the meet here. But I was thinking a couple of different things when I'm going through in my mind, trying to pick some of the goals for the meet, maybe some attempt ideas and what I'd like to end up with, because honestly, a lot of my lifts are kind of up in the air right now. If someone said, oh, what do you think your deadlift's at, or what do you think your squat's at, or what do you think your bench is at? There's kind of a little bit of a gray zone that I'm not completely sure where it is, and so I have to kind of rely on how my training's going and use some of that to place the context of how the progress is going. And it does remind me of this thing that I want to talk about, which is the danger that comes with looking at potential and giving it more credit than it is warranted. And what I mean by that is that frequently when you have a person who is pursuing some high form of development, you can get really excited by rapid spurts of progress, and it can encourage you to want to keep going, which is great, and want to push forward, which is a very useful skill and result of that. But at the same time, you also have to be incredibly wary because you can fall into this trap where everybody's pretty much acting like you've already done the thing. And one quote that comes to mind, I don't remember who says it. If you guys want to look it up, you can. Um, but I believe the quote's something like, "Potential means you ain't done it yet." And I just want to encourage you guys to be wary when things are going well and you might be hitting some personal bests, to recognize that just because you feel like the potential is there, just because you see potential to do well, it doesn't mean that you've actually finished the thing. It doesn't mean you've finished the event. And while I do think it is important to proceed with an overall structural idea of what you'd like to do with some goals and to chase those achievements, don't trick yourself into this belief and let yourself fall into the trap of believing you've already done the thing if you haven't yet. I see people run into this all the time with doing conversions for rep maxes. I get very excited when I hit a new rep PR because it is an indicator that perhaps my max is at a higher point than it was before, especially if I'm working in those same areas. But because there are so many different variables that go into all of these different things, it's not a guarantee. And so you're never completely sure until you get to the moment where that actual event takes place. When I have people saying, oh, after my 680 deadlift for 5 reps, I was incredibly happy about that. You guys saw my reaction. I was very proud of that moment. It was a very big achievement for me. It was a big signal of growth and a sign of growth. And people are hopping on saying, oh, 800 soon, or almost congratulating me at the potential of some future thing. And while I'm very excited about that, and I'm very thankful for all the encouragement and support and belief that people have, I haven't done it yet. So when people start to jump ahead of the work and start to say things like, oh, this next weight, whenever someone hits their first 405-pound squat, someone will say, oh, 500 right around the corner. And a lot of the time, that's not the case. The better you get, I've said it so many times with this channel that you're probably sick of hearing it, but I'm going to keep saying it because it is so important to realize the higher level you achieve, the better you get, the more difficult the more difficult it becomes to continue improving. And you can't just work harder. because you're already working, relatively speaking, as hard as you possibly can. So all you can do is try and refine other little areas of your life, but do not allow yourself to get sucked into the trap where you start to take potential and potentialities, and use those as your gauge for the work that you've already done, because you haven't done it yet. You have to put in the work, and then once it comes time to test those things, you can be confident that you have done the work, but don't celebrate too early. Don't count your chickens before they hatched, and definitely don't accept PRs that you haven't set yet. I guess that's just what's kind of been on my mind. I do have high hopes for the potential of this coming meet, but I am constantly reminding myself that there is still work to be done, and nothing is guaranteed, because we have so little control, but I'm doing everything that I can, or I feel that way, to put myself up in the best possible chance for success, and I think that's what you should do too if you have goals that you want to achieve and are willing to work hard, and put yourself in the position to do that. So thank you guys for listening and joining me today. I appreciate it very much, and I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great night. Bye.